G'day everyone, welcome to my channel, Marty Grows. This channel mostly features farming simulator gameplay. The episode's about to kick off. I hope you enjoy the show. Please hit the like and subscribe button and feel free to leave a comment. Let's get on with the show. G'day everyone, welcome back to my Korpi challenge. It's August, which means it's also the start of the third year playing on this map. I think it has been pretty good. In 2 years we've managed to get a few sheds in either side. Still living out of the camper, but I hope I'll get my house built pretty soon. I think the sheds were a good addition. Not really seeing any of my tractors currently. Got our cultivator, log grab, herbicide sprayer. Oh, there's our planter and roller and the other herbicide sprayer. Something coming over this way. Our balers over there, and there's also nearly 2 pallets of sheep milk, so I better get them sent over as well. It looks like the neighbour's Massey Ferguson self-propelled sprayer without the spray unit. It has been in the shop, so I'm guessing that's all fixed for him. You ought to be pretty happy about that. They look pretty cool. It's a nice big tank on it. Might just have to try and get me one of them myself. Okay. So our fleet's certainly growing from way back when we started. Had the old John Deere, which has had a horsepower upgrade. The poor old Zeta that hasn't had a horsepower upgrade because it can't be. Our 150 that's now a 206. Got a nice new trailer. The 1313 truck that has done a fair bit of logging and will probably get used this episode for a little bit more, I'm thinking. Our original Dominator 105 harvester. But wait, if anyone, hopefully all of you, but if anyone watched at the end of last episode, we blew all our hard-earned money for the episode on a new bison harvester. And yes, this one can do corn and sunflowers. It also sounds pretty awesome starting up. I managed to, as you may or may not have noticed, finally get rid of all the trees in this plot here. And selling them got me enough money to pick up the grain header for this too. I think it's only 5 meters versus the 5.3 of the class. But the main sell point for this, of course, was the corn and sunflower header. While I'm flying around, we'll just zoom up in the air a little bit and see what we can see of the farm. Looks a lot different without that clump of trees there for some reason. We got our canola field here that we'll harvest this month. Another, I think, canola and sunflower field. The grain mill's just about out of grain, so it'll get sold, and I'll probably expand the field slightly down that way. It's not going to make that much of a difference though. Our sheep are still kicking on over here, and our sheep milk to cheese production's there. We got all our sheds in, quite a few episodes ago now. harvested the field over there last episode, so we'll need to get that replanted pretty soon. Got our honey production way down there. We sold one of our sawmills to make way for the donut factory. That will be great in, I think, one more month. We'll be able to harvest. That's pretty good. Way up in the air, but the field info still gets picked up. I think it's one more month. Yep, sugar beet is still growing. So next month we're going to have the joy of harvesting sugar beet for the very first time. I think that's going to be a pretty big job because I've only got the little topper, the digger out of the grounder, and yeah, that's not the name for it, I know, and the bucket to pick them up off the ground. I'm guessing that will probably be a multi-month effort. I think our logging effort, because of that, is going to focus on this row of trees through here to try and clear them out, just to give us a bit more room to turn around. I should be able to harvest and plant this field if I don't yak on too much now. Got our outhouse that's producing manure for the lettuce, which needs more manure, so I'll have to do that too. Got 2 olive trees, 2 strawberry beds, they're auto selling. Then we've expanded pretty well into this area too, with our wood to coal production. Our new oil mill that can do soybean, sunflower and corn oil. Our sugar mill, which I'm really waiting to make use of, because as soon as we get sugar we can start making donuts, and donuts sell pretty good right now. Got our new larger capacity sawmill. I think some of the trees that we harvest or cut down from over here will end up in that sawmill this month. Got our new fields of soybean here, and I think canola over this side. I've got wheat over this side to get some more flour. That's the massive canola field that we harvested last month that I think I'm probably gonna replant as soybean. That's a bit of a cheat because I don't need to fertilise it then and save a bit of money. Got another little field here that I was going to try and knock these trees down this month, but I don't think we'll get time, so that might just get replanted. That might be a good one to actually replant with sugar beet because it's a lot smaller than the one over there, and I don't think I need that much sugar beet. Got another wheat field here. Our second pen of sheep that have been going gangbusters because there's 2 crates of milk that I need to move over. And finally, I forget what's in this field, another canola field. Then we've got our awesome sheds. Once I move the equipment from the nice lineup that I've done, some of it will end up over in the sheds. The one on the left, the white one, actually has a repair bay in it as well, which is really good. Then we've got our caravan camper that we're still living out of. And our little empty block of land here that I want to get a house built on at some stage. I'm hoping within a couple of months, but there always seems to be equipment and stuff to buy for some reason. Then we just got some random people moving in down there to make it look a bit more lived in and used. Okay, let's jump into our old harvester and get that underway, because that field ain't gonna harvest itself. Alright, still as noisy as ever. Might start it right up the end, I think. Oh, that's right, got to unfold it. Okay, B for broom. Just get it in the field a bit and I can get a course created. See how many times we can go around. 4 times round, then a couple of up and downs. Looks pretty good to me. Let's get going. Now I need to move all of this stuff out of the way. Feel bad calling it stuff, but right now it's in the way, so it's stuff. I think this truck is just going to park here out of our way for now. Our really cool harvester that sounds awesome starting up. Going to back so it's out of the way too. It's going to be another month or two until we can make use of it, unless I put the grain header on it and do something with that. What else have we got? Too much to do, not enough tractors. I need one more tractor. Ooh, what's in the sale? I'd laugh if there was a tractor in the sale. Oh, that's a really big bucket. He's going to sit there for a second. The forage wagon needs to move. Oh, I've still got the silage fork on it. Needs to very carefully move over here. Drop it off. And we'll take our planter over to the other side. It's not the dark side, it's just the other side. I don't think I can reverse it in there easily to pick up some seed and fertilizer. Near enough. Managed to fill it up. Okay, he's going to go over to... I think the lake parking's probably as good a spot as any, because I'll need to throw the cultivator on him before I can plant the field. I'll do the small field as... what did I say? I'll do the small field over there as sugar beet. And once I've finished that, I'll be able to... well, I definitely need another tractor. Get the other planter going and do some soybean in the big field. Harvester's doing well, it's only half full of canola. So for now I'll drop this trailer off in the field. I think that's far enough in to qualify. Pretty sure I got all the stumps out of the area where I cleared all the trees out of last month, but we'll find out pretty soon. Okay, whole reason I had to move all of that stuff was I want to get this field extended, or at least start it. So what I'm going to do is one row to start with, and hopefully not destroy too much of the crop. Let's try for 2 big trees. I'll try not to crash into every trailer I own. So if we do a course for 5.3 meters, it looks like the one went around 4 times. Okay, we can do that. 4 times. That should get it to roughly follow where the harvester's been. And start getting some straw picked up. Alright, let's go check out the poor forgotten Zeta. Harvester's nearly finished already too. It's done 2 loads plus maybe a quarter of a load left. Okay, I was going to run that down to the field, but we'll bring our cultivator back up here anyway. So I'll leave it here. Got fuel and it's not too bad for repair. It's just that little field over there, so with this cultivator it won't take very long at all to get done. You need to either cultivate or plough it first for that planter, because it isn't a direct planter. Why is this going silly? Unless it's too big for it, which is entirely possible. So yes, this clump of trees here are the ones that I need to move next after finishing the stuff beside the sugar beet field. Okay, I think this might be a bit big for the tractor, but we'll see how we go. We're doing this little field here. Just want to go up and down. Okay, it struggles a little bit, but we have plenty of time so it can keep going. Now it looks like our harvest is finished, so I'll just bounce across to it. This guy's going to take a little while to get this done. Once we cultivate it, we'll be able to put our sugar beet in. About 750 litres in total. Hasn't been parked in the building for ages. Where's our John Deere? I think that might be the nearest tractor. That's right, we'd send it over here with these logs. So, 5,600. Okay. It sort of works. How about yeah, it fell flat. Like most of my dad jokes, so, well, it's got that in common. Try and hook up to it now. Didn't actually help all that much. We'll send him over to the oil mill, so 11,900 litres off that field, and go check out what's going on with the Zeta and its cultivator. Okay, it's finished, and I think it's done a good enough job. I don't know why it wants to start at the opposite end of the field, but that's fine. Alright, we'll let him go and do this. While I jump over and take our, I think our straw's ready to be sold. Ooh, and I can unload the oil on the way too. Now, I don't think there's anything I need that trailer for, so it can just sit there out of the way. Hopefully I can hook the John Deere up to our plough and plough this field, because I want to put corn in it. Well, I can do it as either corn flour or corn oil. We'll just have to work out which of them will sell better. Might see if I can pick up the log winch and lean it up against the chicken pen or something though first. Yep. Okay, a little bit ungainly to reverse, but that's alright. And sit there. After all our hard work of getting the plough put away, I'm going to need to use it pretty much straight away. I can potentially sell the roller and our first plough, I think, as well, because I haven't used them for ages. Okay, you can sit there for a second. And yes, I will hop across and sort out the straw. Because even at a measly 1500 a load, there's still at least 3 loads on that field, so it will add up in the end. I know 20,000 isn't enough for a new loading wagon, but it would be nice to replace it. Okay, so 14, yeah, 15, 1450. Okay, might move this into the field slightly so I don't run into it. I'll go grab the log winch and take out a couple more trees over there. And not for dinner and a movie either. Might need to sell that can, it's starting to get annoying. Looks like it's got itself sorted out pretty good. Not sure where this finished, but I think it was just there. I'll bring him over here and say last waypoint, and it can sort itself out. Okay, let's go check out the Zeta, because I think it might have finished that little field. Ow. It finished it and didn't do too bad of a job. Just a couple of small spots at either end where it didn't get to. That we can just run along and do now. Okay. It can pull the planter, but it's a pretty close thing. Let's get these at this end. This is the other plot I was thinking of buying next, but since we need like $50,000 and not going to come close this episode, and need a flour mill, I don't think it's that big of a deal. Now, I don't need this over here because I use the other planter for that field. So I'm going to run it over the other side quick. It's got that refilled at least. Loading wagon's doing pretty good. I might get the power started. I'll have time to empty that out. I'm not sure this tractor can pull the plough. It can, just really slowly. We'll jump across and sell the wood on the John Deere while he gets emptied out. Was those two really big trees? $5,000, that's not too bad. And jump back to the straw wagon, which is still at 40%. Puppy's all the way up the hill up there. I assume it's being well behaved. $500 for environmental score seems really weird since I just didn't get one for the wood. But maybe that includes the wood now. It's been doing some weird things. We're being chased by a John Deere. I could say, oh dear. And I will take over the loading wagon for a minute, just to try and pick up this last bit of straw quick. Just move the loading wagon a little bit out of the way, and he can go across to lake parking, and we can hop back into probably the 150. Finish up the edges where it just didn't do. Never noticed that bump over there before. Starting to get a good pile of little bits of wood there. That spot, and we're done. swap out the plough for the planter and get some corn put into this field. Change it to corn before I start. No idea how this is going to go, but just do, yep, we'll do the smooth headlands. Should be pretty good. Just have to tidy up the edges after it finishes. And while this guy is ploughing this field, or planting this field now, I'll hop across into the Zeta and get it on the other drill on my big field. Got no idea how many times I'll need to refill this because the field is just huge. But we'll see how we go. It shouldn't use much or any fertilizer. It does 3, but not to worry. Alright, so we've got 2 tractors planting. This one's only going to take 42 minutes, so it'll be a nice big jump cut. The other one is 9 minutes planting our corn, which leaves plenty of time for me to sort out the last of these trees on the John Deere. Gonna have to come and spray this field next month, so gee, next month might just be a big spraying episode. Wow, this guy's just crushing this field. It's a shame it's not a direct drill, or I'd go and do that other field with him too. Could almost set up a log winch tower from here all the way down to the sawmill, but I'm not sure I can put the end of it down there because I don't own it. Ew, that's not good. Oh no, that's the corn. Corn's allowed to run out of capacity, mostly because it's right here. So I need to refill the seed, the fertilizer, and the fuel. It's in a pretty poor position because the fuel's flashing red. Refilled that at least. I'll just drop this off and slip down and get some fuel. Okay, I need to make lots of money really quickly. So $184 worth of fuel to almost completely refill the 150. Still on corn. So while I'm here, I'll try and tidy up this little bit. 100% back. Oh, it's just there, hopefully. I think he needs to go around like 3 times at this time. Okay. Let's go see what happened with the John Deere and get these stumps going. See a bit that I missed. This first. Ooh, the John Deere finally made the sawmill. I need to check when canola oil sells at its best too, because there's a fair pile of it sitting over there. How about we get this field finished and then I have a look. Sage doesn't seem too bad. No, they're not weeds. Not going to bother making this any bigger. If anything, if I buy that plot of land, I'll expand it out that way. It's near enough to the river as it is. Alright, okay, put this over near the chicken coop again, just so I know where it is. I think our other drill might be running into the trees beside the field for some reason, which it wouldn't do if it let me do another circuit, but oh well. Drop that off, go grab this drill. Considering I just filled this tractor up, it's going through fuel like crazy. Alright, we're on sunflowers. I hope I have enough fertilizer to finish, but well, the field's fully red, so it's probably not a great indication. Okay, temporary course, round and round and round. So it'll take all that long for this to do. And what did I say? I need to check canola prices. Well, canola oil prices. 4,000. Okay, November, so only a couple of months away. 5,000's its peak. Sunflower oil sells pretty good too, but we're going to have to keep it for nearly... if we're lucky, we might get a couple of pallets by February, but the rest of it's going to need to be kept. Olive oil was good in June at 6,300, and it's crashing pretty quick now. Sheep cheese, 37. It's good in January, February though. Corn oil, November, 4,000. And soybean oil, probably March. I really want to get the sugar done so I can start selling some donuts. Okay. I think by the time I jump down and sell the wood that the John Deere's finally dragged to the sawmill, this guy is going to be just about finished, which means I can take him over and get the roller. So let's go sort the John Deere out now. That's right, this was 4 of those pine trees. Don't know, 3 of them only sold for about 3 grand, so these are probably 4.5. Or 8, so 5,200 in total. That's actually not too bad. While we're here, I might refuel and repair. These are nice and cheap, but 24-month-old John Deere, it's not too bad, only $160, so about 200 in repair costs in total. And top it up with fuel, so another 150. Grumble, grumble, big oil companies taking advantage of us. Not sawmill, unload. We want to go up to the... Actually, we want to go to the lettuce bed, because that's a really nice spot to stop. Alright, looks like this is just about finished. Just need to tidy up a spot or two at missed. So this is done, that's done. The 2 fields across the river are done. Gonna put the drill in the shed and just take... no, I'll take this drill over the other farm. Looks like this did a pretty good job. It's only a small field. I'll spin around. Can I get all of these? keep everyone busy that's watching. I think we're going to have a few fields to harvest next month. Because that looks like it's ready next month. The wheat over where I expanded the field will be ready next month. Might be able to get both harvesters going. Okay, let's get this guy over somewhere out of the way. Where are we at? He can sit here pretty good. Actually I think I will. That's about it for this episode, really. I'm going to roll all the oh, here comes the drill now. I wondered what that was. I'm going to roll all of the fields. It's not good. There's no crash. I don't need this over here right now, so it can join the growing list of stuff that I'm just throwing over here out of the way. I can't even back it into the sheds because there's trailers and everything in the way. It's not really anything this guy can do right now. I could take the loading wagon back over and try and empty out more of the silage pit, I suppose. If I really have to. No, that can wait for next episode. We've been going for a whole day now. I'm gonna send this fella back over to where the 150 currently is, and I'll try and tackle the silage pit maybe next episode to get that finished. I think the silage will be a good idea because it should be enough. Wow, that's so steep. Lake Park. Silage will be a good idea because it's going to get me about another $10,000 or $12,000, which is probably just enough to get a bigger herbicide sprayer. We don't have enough money to do everything, so we'll do what we can with what we got. Anyway, this has definitely been a long enough episode. I'm just going to roll these fields off camera quick. So nothing too exciting. I don't know what happened. The John Deere has just made the sawmill, or just about made the sawmill. So we might hop over to him and just sell those logs as sort of a parting or a finishing thing. And then I'll get on with the rolling. That's looking really warm. So, I forgot to chop up the wood, so I only got $2,400 for them. I think that's all of the trees I need to get rid of where I was. So he can head over there, and next month we'll start on that stack of trees just near the field, near the lake that I want to expand. That's definitely it for this episode now though. It's going to get dark pretty soon. I'm just going to crack on with the rolling and get that out of the way. And I'll see you all in the next episode. Catch you later. Okay, to cut down on the amount of pallets that I'm getting, because they're starting to get out of hand, both sawmills are going to sell their wood chip and their furniture automatically, and I'll just try storing the planks for now. Lose a little bit, but at least these are pretty free, and I suppose the sawmills are free too, because I just drag the wood in and then they do their thing. Okay, that's it for this episode though. Catch ya. Welcome back everyone. It looks like we've reached the end of another episode. I hope you enjoyed the show. Please hit the like button, subscribe, and feel free to leave a comment if I've done something or you think I should try or do something else. I hope to see you all again in the next episode. Back in my box.